Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Wonderland Tarot cards. So this is exactly what Spirit has been knocking about since late December. That not only financially, but romantically, our couple runneth over. So I feel like, when I was touching on the full moon forecast and projections, which will be up soon, talking about there may be some insecurity, and I feel like that's what the Seven of Wands, which is the Seven of Flamingos in this deck, where, and I feel like this is where you ground yourself here. It's following your intuition, saying like, we understand in December, like a lot of things get paid out early. So even yourself, like, maybe they're talking about a work bonus and all that other good stuff got paid out early. So it's just like, your last check of December, it's like it got paid early, or maybe it was bigger than normal because you got a bonus. So you threw it on debt. So you did everything responsible. But right now it's just like you're waiting for that first check to hit and you're just like, oh, I cannot wait to get it. You know what I mean? So, or you wait till business starts to pick up. And it's just like, understand like this is the climate right now. Cost of living is a lot more. So it's just like, take it easy and just ground yourself and say it's coming. You know what I mean? Pentacles, and with the Ace of Cups there, it's just open your hands and receive. And it's like, sit there, like Spirit was saying, take that time to invest into your business. That maybe, where they're talking about, perfecting a skill set, taking on a new skill set. I definitely resonates with myself, what I do. So like, certain things like numerology have been perfected. Certain thing, taking on a new skill set with a new set of runes. So certain things are resonating. But I feel like this is where Spirit is like, follow your intuition. This is where it's like building that relationship with yourself, and this is where I was like, how to fall in your love with yourself is like, number one, trust yourself. When Spirit guides your inner self and is like, don't worry, like, you're happily broke. All your bills are paid. You got food in the fridge. You're good. Don't worry about it. Like, yeah, you can't go to a restaurant, or you can't, or to get food or whatever this is. It's just like, but it's okay. You know what? You got plenty of food to eat at home. Don't worry about it. This is just something that you want. This is not a need. All your needs are taken care of. So that's where you got to put it into perspective. I love the last row here, 1, 2, 3, where if you are calling in love, I feel like whatever this competition on the field was is now out of the way. I feel like this could be for before, like you wanted to be with them or they wanted to be with you, but you both had either at the time that both of you have spoke out or made your intentions known, it's like you had someone with you. So this is a minor message, and I love the fact that the sun is on its wings, so this will be successful. We've been getting the sun a lot lately, and I feel like this is where it's like you are free to be together now. We're the Two of Cups. It's like you both come with unconditional love, and I feel like you're divinely being guided together. You know what I mean? I feel like this is on an energetic realm. The only problem I have with this is that they were showing that this person does not hear you. You have something that emotionally hurts you to your core. It's like we're together in this relationship, and you are basically mistreating me and not hearing how this is hurting me, and you're not addressing it and fixing it. If I tell you something is wrong and it makes me feel a certain way, I'm sharing my emotions with you. You, as my partner, I definitely do feel like they like you. I just don't feel like their head is in the right game. And it's an unfortunate lesson, hard lesson they're going to have to learn. Because I definitely feel like you're in this for the long haul. I feel like they're into this for the long haul, but it's like they need to pay attention when their partner says, this bothers me and it's a real like issue, and they refuse to address it. That is a problem. Because if you let that slide and it continues, it's the definition of insanity, and this is where Spirit is like, stop overlooking red flags. Stop giving people permission to mistreat you. You let them mistreat you. Like, what did the universe say? You let people mistreat you, you're basically asking for more of that to come in. You know what I mean? So it's just like, nip it in the butt. And if they refuse to fix it, it's like, you know what? Unfortunately, as much as I would love to build this and see this grow, this ain't going nowhere. So, you know what I mean? Until you address this and you refuse to address this, unfortunately, we're going to either take a step back or this is going to be the end. And if they still don't take it seriously, then it's just like, that's an unfortunate lesson they're going to have to learn. And it may suck, but I feel like this may be a stepping stone to you getting, they're saying recovery, but I feel like getting you back out there. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe you could avoid this whole situation altogether. If you follow your intuition, they're just like, this is the one that's not going to listen, then it's just like, okay, you can save yourself from the whole experience altogether and just wait for the next person to come along. It looks like it'll be springtime, or you could sit there and dabble if you want. It's up to you. If you feel like you're not, if you're, they're saying fragile enough, but I feel like if you feel like you're strong enough to sit there and be in this relationship realizing it's not going to last that long, then go for it. If you just want to avoid the whole situation altogether, then have at it. Free will. So we're going to start off with the Six of Hats. This is the Six of Cups. And I always feel like, when Spirit shows me this card, they're saying that your finances are on a strong pillar. This is why I'm saying this is not your situation right now, because I feel like you feel insecure because of the Seven of Wands. And this is knockings that I got with the full moon. But remember, there's 2 retrogrades that will be happening soon. So it could be just like, pre-energy of that, the pre-game. But I feel like, with the yellow hue again, following your intuition, but I feel like you're going to be helping out a sibling here in some sort of way. That you'll be financially your finances will be so strong here that you'll be able to help out a sibling in the future, some sort of way here. But I definitely feel like this is where using your best judgment, you know what I mean? They're saying that, they're going to dip out soon. So just be careful with that. Thoughts of childhood nostalgia. Because I feel like with the solid box there, like, all sides are equal. It's making you whole. It's a strong foundation. It's like, you're giving from this cup, but do you see how she's looking at what you have? You know what I mean? So they're not even appreciating what you're giving them. They're looking at what you have. The sweetness of memories, a desire for the old, without measure of true worth of the past, at times the future. So one dream that I had last night is where they were highlighting a situation that happened in the past, I feel. And it's like where my oldest stepped up, as a young man and helped out the family. And it's just like, this is where I feel like I feel like this is the 10 of Cups, where it's unconditional love. It's like the love you're seeking is already around you. And I'm like, never overlook someone because of their age. You know what I mean? It's just like love comes in different types of forms. You know what I mean? Unconditional love of a child, unconditional love between 2 partners, unconditional love between parents. It's all different, especially if you've gone through bereavement of your partner and family members. Like, you could tell the difference. Like, the love is different on every single level. Does not negate the fact that it hurts like a MF, but, just be grateful to God if you've not experienced it. So we have the 7 of Flamingos, and I feel like this is where we're on guard here. We're looking over our shoulders. We got, we're protecting ourselves. We have our walls up here, and I definitely would keep my wall up here because, like I said, you're being generous, looking them in the eyes, giving them this offering, and they're looking at what you have. And it's just like, hello, I'm offering you this, and they're just like, I don't care what you're offering me here. I want what's over there. So a wonderful fantasy and a new hope. Confidence and perseverance, wishes, a grand design for life and pleasurable living thereof, artistry of thought. So this is where I'm saying, like, if you are feeling, I feel like you're going to come into this time where it's like you weren't able to give to charity as much or what have you, whatever this is. And it's like, now you're going to come into this time where you're able to do the things that, make your heart sing, make your soul sing, where you're able to do the things like you wanted to do, but unfortunately it's like you had to pay your bills. You know what I mean? And it's just like, like, honestly, any institution will tell you, oh, you got to get 30% or da-da-da-da. No, you give whatever you're able to give. Honestly, the universe is not going to sit there and bless you with money to pay your bills and say, oh yeah, by the way, you got to give the institution 30%. You give what you're able to give. You know what I mean? Like, you're not doing it because you're greedy. You're doing it because it's just like, the universe sees your bills. They're not oblivious to that. They understand, like, you got to pay the water bill. You can't put half on your water bill and then give 30% to the institution. No, that's not how it works. Give what you're able to give. I don't care what they say. So we have the Ace of Pentacles again. So Monday through Wednesday's cards, Ace of Pentacles. And the full moon, Ace of Pentacles. So this is definitely something they're highlighting. And love is what they're highlighting. So paradise, perfection, contentment, money, the body, and the soul gaining wealth, items of beauty and value. So it's like never sit there and think, like, especially with the Ace of Pentacles, because it is earth symbol, it is grounding energy. Yes, money does solve problems. Like, I remember this woman, this is just recently, she won the Atlantic lottery, God bless her, and she's like, now I don't even have to worry about bills. But I'm like, in the Maritimes, your 13 times removed cousin from freaking 10 babies mamas ago or whatever this is will sit there and say, hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar? Remember that time I gave you a cup of sugar? Can you give me $1,000? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, her one problem is solved, and she just inherited 199 problems more. You know what I mean? So it's like, hide. Go hide somewhere. Move. But I feel like it's like, don't overlook the fact that, your soul needs to be fed as well. As much as, like, the Pentacles is all about, we feel like profitable gain. It's like also about our soul being, overflowing with, bodies, mind, body, soul, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, making ourselves whole. Very Six of Cups, where it's just like, you want to be spiritually fulfilled as well as financially fulfilled. You know what I mean? You want everything in equilibrium. You want everything in yin and yang. So we're going to head over to the Ace of Hats. Open your hands and receive. This is the Ace of Cups. This is from the divine, and it's overflowing. Wish fulfillment. Something above the material world. Exactly what we were just talking about. The spirit of the universe. A happy home. Beauty and pleasure. Something beyond the veil of the tarot. A great unexpected opulence. Goodness overflowing. And I feel like this is where you're just going to come into this time. I feel like spring. I feel like the weather is warmer. They're showing like around Easter. So I feel like, you're going to see things like, flip over. I feel like everything you putting your blood, sweat, and tears into, you're about to see like the flip side of those. So we have the Lovers, and this is a minor message, success with the Sun. But I feel like for some, it's like this would have succeeded if this person would just open their bloody ears. So harmony, setbacks overcome, and confidence in the future. Blindness to the future and its certain trials. All aspects of love. So they're saying the blindness. So don't let love blind you to, don't let the like when we look at the sun, it affects our eyesight. So don't let this love blind you, where they put the wool over your eyes or looking through rose-colored glasses. It's like where they're, like I said, there's an obvious thing that affects you in a very emotional. It's a betrayal, right? Because it emotionally affects you, and you're just like, this is like a betrayal. Can you please address can you please understand where I'm coming from here? Can you please address it? And if they don't hear your pleas, forget it. All aspects of love, especially that of friends and relatives, freedom, strong emotions. Very King of Cups energy, where it's like we're sitting there and they're sitting there saying, like, this is between like a family member, a friend, or love coming in. And I feel like it's just like, obviously we got to bring in what's good for us. We can't sit there and bring in things that are bad for us. So this could be a knocking from the past, like, Venus in retrograde. So, they're saying all competition is out of the field. But I feel like they're trying to people please. And I understand that, great that this other people get along, but it's bothersome. And then it starts becoming a verbal attack on you. And it's just like, I feel like it's supposed to be in a joking way, but I feel like the one person is trying to manipulate it in a way where it's like, ha 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 ha, like I can manipulate, they're overlooking you. You know what I mean? Like I got them to overlook you. You know what I mean? Or they're going to treat you the way I treat you. And it's just like, no. It's like you two are happy together, have fun. Enjoy yourselves. So youth with the Five of Wands, complexity of deeds and discussions, trickery, and intense involvement. And I feel like this would have been this would have been a really good partnership. But it's just like they overlooked the fact that, this bothers you. Like this person, the one person is trying to manipulate the situation like, haha, like they're on my side. And you're just like, yeah, that's fine. Have each other. Asalu. So when you head over to the Two of Hats, and this is where it's like, this is where I'm talking about. The two of you have cups of unconditional love, but, I feel like one of them is not listening to spirit. It's like, I understand, like, to a point where it's like you want to make a good impression. But the thing is, it's like, if you're hurting your partner to make a good impression, it's like, no. Your partner counts. So the relationship between males and females, as well as between friends. So let's just take that out there. That's an old description narrative. I feel like this is just like a connection. Discord and the unity of happiness. To follow cooperation, marriage, or engagement, a mutual understanding of opinions, new friends, or relationships. And I definitely feel like this would have been a great union. But unfortunately, this person does not hear the fact that they're hurting you. And it's like, you know what? Relationships should not hurt. You're the person that's supposed to have my back. You're supposed to be my ride or die. 50-50. And if you're not going to listen to what I'm saying, then it's just like time to dip out. It's like, asalu. I wish nothing but the best for you. Hopefully you find someone that will put up with this BS, but I'm not that one. Because you don't want to sit there and it's like, if this is something they overlook and it hurts you, the rest of the relationship, for however long you put up with this, is going to be the same garbage. Don't be so desperate to be in love. Don't be so desperate to be desperately in love. No way. You want to grow and flourish in relationships, not be someone's doormat. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. So a lot of twos there. Great day for manifestation. The sale for 50% off will be ending on the 15th. So if you want to get a reading in, book it now because the sale will be over on the 15th. 50% off, so $65 for a full reading. So that's half off. So $32. And if you want just like a quick reading, just some cards being pulled for an hour and a half, it's usually $45, 50% off of that. So, come on down, book a reading, and, hope to hear from you, and we'll talk to you guys soon.